we've brought three main themes that we're discussing about this year at IBC. One is our media management portfolio of services, get content looking great on the screens it needs to go to. The second is our traditional block of services around anti-piracy, content protection, make sure your content's secure, integrity in the delivery of that content. And then our third block is around super-aggregation, reimagining how pay TV can come together for consumers in the next wave of TV delivery. There's this lovely phrase of there's only two ways of making money in business, by unbundling or bundling. And for the last few years, we've had a world of direct-to-consumer emerging. An awful lot of the investment, innovation within the industry has been about direct-to-consumer. A lot of large brands creating those relationships, those apps with their customers. And the result is a very fragmented world. And our thesis is that's not really helping anybody very much. The well-publicized challenges of subscription ceilings for the streamers and managing churn within that, difficult business to be in. From a consumer point of view, I've got too many apps in too many places. I can't find the content I want to watch, too many subscriptions. The costs are higher than when I used to take a traditional bundle. And then the operators who were traditionally trying to take that space have had declining ARPU, declining ability to show relevance. So super aggregation is the idea that there's an opportunity for rebundling the services together, for operators to use their local intimacy with the audience, with their local brand, local content, local sports, and combining that with their traditional channels offer, as well as the best mix of apps from around the world. And these aren't just television apps. These are streaming, as well as things like Spotify and other types of services. And the ability to bundle that together within a commercial offer that makes sense for the consumer and an experience that makes it easier to find content, we think, is an interesting opportunity. Yeah, that's right. And when you think about the components that you need to bring that experience together, it starts to explain the relevance of Irdeto as a solution provider. We've always been in that delivering secure experiences to the set-top box, but we're also working very closely with the producers and originators of content in terms of our anti-piracy offer, our ability to protect content through watermarking and DRM and other means of protection, as well as the services to prevent leakage through the system in our best-in-class anti-piracy services. And so if you're in a world where you believe that there will be a rebundling of services, a reaggregation of services, this question in terms of how do you create integrity and clarity and transparency and above all security about how that content's going from the original app to a bundled experience is absolutely essential. It has to work. So the tools we provide are one, the security end-to-end to bring that together. Second, the ability to aggregate the experience within a converged environment that both embraces broadcast and OTT streams, as well as the middle piece, which is enabling all those sources of content, all those sources of metadata to be brought together in a converged experience to allow people to find what they want. Yeah, and that's essential, because the reality is that anybody who's an operator in this market has probably got a well-established business that was based on broadcast, and in order to transition it into this new bundled and streaming universe, you don't want to let go of that traditional base. And certainly in some markets, there's not the infrastructure ability to move purely to OTT at this stage. And so, hybrid converged platforms. There we work both with the Android base. We've got customers who use the Android stack to deliver that converged experience. But we're also part of the RDK movement. And actually, we're part of the advisory board of the RDK open source community. And And there we're very interested in taking the core capabilities of RDK, which is very much within that converged hybrid stack to deliver broadcast and OTT, but layering on top of that a suite of services to enable those technology components to be operator ready, to be usable by a billion-dollar business to drive really great consumer experiences. And that marriage between Irdeto's security and product components with a solution set on top, in partnership with RDK or Android, we believe is a very compelling combination. No, so I mean that's the beauty of it, is that you're leveraging the existing infrastructure while layering on top some services to enable the new experiences to come together. And as you'd imagine, you know, the services that we're delivering across all those layers of the stack that I described are cloud-enabled services. So it's not like the old game where you had to, you know, spend a very substantial business case to get the system to market. You have to invest in infrastructure. You're talking about a 2-year lead time. We're able to squeeze all that right down to enable people to get to market in a rapid way with a with a personalized bespoke solution feel, but built from a common stack, which means that the operating costs, which is an essential part of this, are also affordable.